You can't sit there as a man and say you don't feel like it. You're not allowed to not feel like it. You're supposed to do it anyway, regardless. The world is hyper competitive. If you're going to be a man who's going to sit and say, I'm just sad, you are always going to lose in competition to men like me. No. And there has to be losers for there to be winners. I am tired of sympathy. Sympathy doesn't work for anybody. I'm not going to sit here and be sympathetic for people who say they're too sad to try hard and be their best. Guess what? Perhaps I was sad every time I did exactly what I was supposed to do and trained anyway. Perhaps I was afraid when I fought anyway. Perhaps I was tired when I worked anyway. This is how you get ahead in life. I don't have an ounce of sympathy for these people who sit here and say, well, I feel this way, so I can't. Then don't do it. Stay down there. The winners are at the top, and the winners at the top don't give about how they feel. We wake up and we perform regardless of how we feel day after day. So if I'm going to ignore my own feelings, I'm certainly not going to take into consideration anybody else's. Yeah. Why am I going to ignore how I feel and make sure I'm constantly performing regardless, flawlessly, and then sit and go, oh, but he doesn't feel good, so he's allowed. No, you are not. You're not allowed to your ancestors or to God or to yourself. You have to perform. This is what being a man is about. The baseline of masculinity is doing things you don't feel like doing. I can't comment on being a woman because I'm not one. But the baseline of masculinity as a whole is the thing that makes a good man a man is that he does what he doesn't want to do. He doesn't want to work and he works anyway. He doesn't want to go to war and he fights anyway. He doesn't want to get up, he gets up anyway. That's the whole point of it. We didn't want to die in the Titanic. Guess what happened? We died in the Titanic. You can't sit there as a man and say you don't feel like it. You're not allowed to not feel like it. You're supposed to do it anyway, regardless. Yeah. So when a man sits there and says, oh, but you don't understand, I'm struggling with motivation. If you are struggling with the motivation to be a winner, then stay a loser. No problem. Stay a loser. Don't care. Because in my circle, there's no losers around me. Your energy is disgusting. I find it revolting. I don't like weakness around me, even near me. Even people coming up saying hello to me. If you're depressed, don't even shake my hand. I do not have time for losers on any regard. Winners only.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting. I have a very small circle, but every single one of my friends has a utility. Like we're all very capable individuals. We're all doing very important things. We all help each other and aid each other in different ways.
Yeah.
I don't have any friends just to sit around and talk and do nothing.
Yeah.
So I guess in many ways people would say, oh, well, Andrew, you have family and business partners, but I consider them my friends. We have a very small network of 5, maybe 6 people. And yeah, they're my friends. I'm not the kind of person who can fall victim to some random stroking my ego. And I'm not a dummy. Like I know a lot of people get rich and they're dummies. That's not me.
You don't have yes men around you.
I don't have any new friends. I have the same circle I've always had. In fact, it's getting smaller by the day. It gets smaller, not bigger. I don't have these random friends I party with, none of this kind of crap. You'd have to be useful to me because I think every single relationship in the world needs to be a value exchange. Yeah. I provide value by default by being me. That's who I am. I'm a capable and competent individual.
Yeah.
If you're going to be my friend, you need to provide some value to my life. Now, a lot of people, when they have friends, the value that's provided by their friend is that their friend makes them laugh or that their friend is funny. Well, I don't need that crap. I'm busy, right? So I need someone who's actually useful to me at real things. So, no, but it's true. And it's not a shallow way to look at it because people say that's shallow. Not at all. I think that in true friendship, in true relationships, whether it's man-woman or man-man or woman-woman, there needs to be an exchange of value. People need to both gain and receive value, and that's how you build true friendships. So you need to become useful to me. And the problem with doing that is that I already have extremely useful people around me. We can already do everything. I don't really need friends. More. I don't need anybody. So when someone comes and goes, hey, I'd love to know you. Why? What do you want to do? Sit around talk? Like what? What do you want to do?
It's more like, hey.
What do you want to do? Like I'm trying to do X, Y, Z. I'm fighting the Matrix. Can you fight the Matrix? Can you fight? If they can't do anything, I don't want to hang around with these people. There are people you can trust with your life, but you couldn't trust with women.
Okay.
And there's people you could trust with your life that you couldn't trust with money. I'm telling you, this is true. I know guys right now who will go to war with me and die on the street beside me fight, but I would never lend him 100 pounds. So it's difficult. So when you're saying trust, you mean completely trust in all realms? Yeah. That would be about 4. But if I had to raise an army in certain spheres, I might be able to stretch that to 10. Yeah. But that's about it. I've learned all of my lessons the hard way. Life only teaches you lessons the hard way. There's no other way to truly learn a lesson. The things you'll notice about people is that when life is trying to give them a lesson the easy way, they'll ignore it. Oops. Oh, like you'll see it all the time. People they'll have close call. They won't pay attention until something really bad happens. And then they'll be like, oh no, I'll do anything to take this back. Yeah. That's how people learn. No one learns the easy way. It takes a very smart person to learn the easy way. Everybody only learns the hard way ever. I think you should just be true to yourself and true to your heart. I think that's the true test, because that's where real happiness lies. I want to make it very clear to people that you're never going to be happy if you're not honest with yourself and living your true experience that you want to live on this planet. When you're on your deathbed, you're going to look back at your life and say, did I do what I really want to do?
Yeah.
Did I say what I really want to say?
Yeah.
That's what you're going to look back on. So you have to find the honesty and the bravery to do that, because that's the most important thing you can do as a person.